Hi guys, Geocacher Owen here. Today I'm in Southampton doing some maintenance of my own caches. So sorry I haven't been uploading videos recently. I've been a bit busy and then I was ill again, which isn't too great. So the caches I'm showing you today are all my own caches. So there will be spoilers, but they have been out for over a year. So I'm going to try and see how they've coped being outside in the wet, harsh English climate. So wish me luck. So just gone to a first cache. It's a 3D printed puzzle cache. So you undo this and solve the maze and it comes undone, you'll get the log. So this has been out for over a year now. It seems to be doing okay, except it's lost a magnet, so I have to come back and sort that out. So I'll just try and undo it and show you what it looks like. I've solved the puzzle. So there it is, you have to go all the way along there, up, along, round, down, up again, and then off there, and it slides off the top. And inside is a logbook, and so got quite a few favourite points in this one, and it's just behind the stop valve, so I'm going to put it back and leave it for the next person to find. So I've just had to bypass one of my caches as there's some people waiting for a lift right at ground zero. So I'm moving on to my next cache. This one's been missing for a while, I think, and it keeps going missing. First time it went missing was because it got eaten by a squirrel or a rat. So I'm going to just replace it, and it's a fake acorn. So I've got my fake acorn. I'm just going to place it behind the gas here. So it's just going to pop down here. So for the next person to find. So off to the next one. So my next cache is in that tree over there. This cache was called "Oh No, Not Another Ivy Covered Tree." So in Britain, a lot of caches don't like ivy covered trees because they can take ages to find a cache. So in this one, as I've spelt "not" as in K-N-O-T, there's a knot in the tree up there, and you can actually see the cache up there. So I'll reach up and get it. You need to be quite tall to get this one. And there it is. So this is another 3D printed maze. So it's just like the other one, except it's a different design. So if you found that one and try and remember the puzzle and try and do this one, it'll be completely different. So I'll just double check that everything's working, because this one has been broken twice before. So I'll just double check it and then move on to the next one. So everything was fine with that cache. I've put it back and put it back in the knot in high up in the tree. So that one has been out for over a year as my first cache I put out in Southampton. So it's been well received, got over 20 favourite points so far, and it's a lot of people like it as they're just normally expecting a normal micro cache, and it's right near the halls of residence for the local university. So a lot of caches get that while dropping off kids, or if they're new to uni. So that's quite a cool cache. So moving on to the next cache I own, and it's a 3D printed bison tube type cache. So not the most exciting cache, but still something a bit different. So I've finally found the correct tree. Even I forget which tree I put my caches on. So if you look down there, there is the little bison tube-like container which just unscrews to remove the log. And I'll unscrew that for you now to show you the inside of it. So unscrewed it, there's the container which comes out. So there is the top half still attached, and when this unscrews, you've got the log inside, and then the word geocache down the bottom. So that is another 3D printed container which I made myself. I found the design online though. So it's been out in the wild for a year now. There's no waterproofing at all, no O-ring. It seems to be absolutely fine. So I might start giving away these containers, so watch out on my channel, because they're easy to make, need no waterproofing, and are nice and simple. So now to move on to the next cache. So this next cache I'm walking to now is my most favoured cache. I think it's on 24 or 25 favourite points, I can't remember. And it was my first cryptex cache. So I've shown a few videos of me making my cryptex caches. This was my first one I actually deployed, and it's a field puzzle cache. And there's one clue to get the code to open it up, but the first to find spent 40 minutes before working out how to open the cache. So once I get to it, I'll show you how to open it. So just approaching ground zero, there is a road down there where quite a few caches park up and go back to their car to try and solve this cache. So it's in here, and it seems to be jumping around a bit, the cache. People seem to be putting it in different places, because I originally put it over there, but now it's down there. So but I think this is the easiest place to get to. So here is my first ever cryptex cache, which I'm struggling to get off this branch. Okay, next. Still struggling. This is why I didn't put it on this branch. Well, I'll stop the video and try and get it off this branch, otherwise I'll be here for as long as people take to solve it. So I finally got it off the branch. Here's the cryptex. So this one's called Odd One Out. So on this dial, each dial has 16 numbers on it, and each number is repeated twice, 3 times, except one number. So it's taken people quite a while to get that, even though in the hint it's called look at the cache name, which is called Odd One Out. Some people have now put in their logs, I wrote all the numbers out and it just made sense. So now a lot of people are writing numbers out as they go and solving it quite quickly. So I'll undo it and show you what's inside. So once you've lined up all the numbers correctly, it just slides out, and there is the logbook in the end. So definitely need some tweezers, but it makes a micro cache a bit more special and adds a field puzzle in what would normally be a quite boring urban down the side of a footpath. So I quite like this cache, and a lot of other caches seem to like it. So my next cache is further down that way, and there's another cryptex that I put out for the UK Geocaching Hour, which is a social hour on Twitter. So I'll see you at the next one. So the cache down here, as I mentioned earlier, is another cryptex. It's slightly bigger, it's got one more digit, so it's 5 digits in total, and it's hexadecimal. So to work out the code for this one, people need to work out when the first UK Geocaching Hour was on Twitter. And once they've got the date, which is a 6-digit code, they need to convert it into hexadecimal. And once they put that hexadecimal number in, it will slide out just like the last one. So this one hasn't got as many favourite points as the other one, but it's also not found as regularly, as it's always the last one people try and do, and people they underestimate how long these caches are going to take, because a lot of people think they're going to be a quick park and grab, but I like to test them a bit. And I do put the field puzzle attribute on, so they should know what they're getting into. So if you look very carefully down here, you might be able to see a camo bag. So this one was, I decided to put it into a camo bag because it's got bright colours, so people don't break it. With the last cache I showed you, the second to find broke it as I twisted the wrong part and it snapped all the locking pins on. So I started doing all my cryptexes in 2 colours, so I can say turn the black stuff or orange stuff and whatnot, and don't turn the other colour. So I'll just get it out and show you the cryptex. So here's the cryptex, slightly bigger. So this one I printed all the wheels in orange, so I could say rotate the orange things and then just pull out the black thing. So it was in the camo bag because you do need a bit more camo in here. So this opens up just like the other one with the logbook in the end, so I won't open it up for you. I'll put it back for the next person to find. And it's quite a nice secluded part, even if it is an urban cache. So there's a road down there, so some people would retreat down there to work out the cache. This one takes a bit longer if you haven't worked out the information before you get here, but it's still quite a cool cache, I think, but it does take quite a long time to make because each part is made separately and I stick it all together. So put it back for the next person to find. So just walking back now, I need to go back to one cache because there are some muggles at ground 0 and I need to double check that the cache is still there. So that cache is a fake chewing gum cache, so that's been going missing a bit as well, so I'm not sure how many times I'll replace it still. The ones which keep going missing are the fake acorn and the fake chewing gum, which are a bit annoying because they're the only ones I can't replace myself and I actually have to keep buying replacement containers. All the other containers here are 3D printed, which I make myself, so it's a little bit annoying, but now just walking back there to double check that. So just at ground 0, I think I've spotted the cache on the floor. There it is, a fake bit of chewing gum, so I'll stick it back up for the next person to find, and that's the last cache for me that I need to check on. So this one's been going missing, so I'm glad it hasn't gone missing again because it costs a bit of money to replace, so I'll put it back for the next person to find. So I hope you liked this video. I know it's a bit boring watching me do a maintenance run, but I needed to replace some containers and I wanted to show you some of my more unique containers. So I'll be doing a giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe in the corner, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and I'll see you next time.